Have you ever felt completely lost while studying? You spend hours with a textbook, but nothing seems to stick. You reread passages, highlight furiously, even try to memorize facts. But when it's time to actually understand or apply the information, poof, gone like smoke. It's frustrating, right? You're putting in the time, but the knowledge seems to slip through your fingers. Don't worry about it, you're not alone. Many people struggle to truly grasp new concepts, especially with traditional learning methods. But what if there was a better way? A way to not just memorize, but to truly understand and retain information. Good news, there is. It's called the Feynman Technique. Richard Feynman wasn't just a brilliant physicist, he was a master teacher. He had a knack for explaining even the most complex ideas in a way that was clear, engaging, and downright fun. He believed that if you couldn't explain something simply, you didn't truly understand it. This belief led him to develop a powerful learning method that anyone can use, the Feynman Technique. It's a simple yet incredibly effective way to learn anything faster, remember it longer, and actually enjoy the process. Intrigued? You should be. Let's dive into the technique itself and see how it can transform your learning experience. The Feynman technique is like a magic trick, but instead of pulling a rabbit out of a hat, you pull knowledge into your brain. It consists of 4 simple steps. 1, choose your target. Pick a concept you want to learn. It could be anything, a scientific theory, a historical event, or even how to bake a cake. 2, teach it to a toddler. Imagine explaining the concept to a child. Use simple language, analogies, and even drawings. This forces you to break down complex ideas into digestible chunks. 3, identify the gaps. As you teach, you'll quickly realize where your understanding is fuzzy. Go back to your resources and fill in those gaps until you can explain it clearly. 4, simplify and refine. Review your explanations. Are there any areas where you struggled? Can you simplify it further? The goal is to make the information crystal clear, both to yourself and your imaginary toddler student. Let's say you're struggling with calculus. Instead of staring blankly at equations, use the Feynman technique. First, choose a specific concept like derivatives. Then, grab a piece of paper and explain it as if you were teaching it to a 5-year-old. You might say something like, imagine you're driving a really fast car. A derivative tells you how fast your speed is changing at any moment. As you explain, you'll likely stumble on parts you don't fully get. This is good. It highlights the areas you need to review. Go back to your textbook or notes and study those concepts until you can explain them clearly. By actively engaging with the material in this way, you'll gain a deeper understanding than you ever could from passive reading or highlighting. Plus, it's way more fun. So, ditch the rote memorization and embrace the Feynman technique. You might just surprise yourself with how much you can learn and how enjoyable the process can be.